There are many different kinds of wheat. The principal one we have is Triticum aestivum. There was a 2013 production of 713 million tons. Wheat is grown on more land area than any other crop. It's got a higher protein concentration compared to corn or rice, which is one of the reasons it is so widely used. Almost all of the production of wheat goes into human food. The origin is in the Near East, in what we'd call the Fertile Crescent of biblical times. It is an extremely important plant. We've got the grains here. On one end of the grain, it looks like there's a little shriveled mass. That is what you would call the germ or the embryo on the inside. We see the characteristic spike. It produces one of these at the top of each stalk. Inside of each little floret, you've got a little berry that is going to be produced. That is your caryopsis. The picture in the middle shows you a wheat flower. You can see the anthers hanging out. You can see the long spikes coming out the top. Those are the awns. They make it difficult for other organisms to come in and eat this. The spikes are kind of sticky and they don't allow things to move easily. This shows you a wheat field. You can see how this wheat field has got a lot of heads of wheat. It looks like it is all filled in. You can plant wheat by broadcasting it. Normally they drill it in. When they drill it in, it fills in on its own such that you've got plants everywhere. This is the way you harvest wheat. Same sort of harvester that you had for rice. What happens is the orange bar up on the top with the little grabbers rotates down, grabs the wheat plant, pulls it in, then the plant gets cut off at the bottom on the cutter bar. The whole plant gets pulled into the center where it goes back into the combine. It's a combination cutter and thrasher. It's going to separate the wheat grains. The rest of the material gets thrown out the back. They're offloading the grain into this trailer behind this tractor. You can see the amount of grain that you're getting out. This almost looks like the whole field doesn't have any rows in it. When they harvest it, they come along with the machines like this. Depending on the area, they may have several of them running through the area at the same time, harvesting the wheat. This shows you a field in Idaho. You can see the amount of area that they are harvesting. It's all in wheat. This is what you would call amber waves of grain. You can see them all over the area. The machine will go, it will harvest until the catch basin in the back is filled. Once that's filled, then it will offload. Then they'll go back out. Depending on the size of the farm, you may have tens of thousands of acres, which means when it comes harvest time, they actually harvest 24 hours a day. They will have shift changes where somebody will be driving for hours and they'll get somebody else to come in. Inside of these combines, it normally has heaters and radios. You can spend an entire day out there harvesting the field nonstop. Products, your basic product is flour. What do we do with flour? We bake bread. We make all sorts of different things out of flour. It almost all goes into human consumption. Wheat, an extremely important crop, third on the list. It originated in the Near East around what we would call the Fertile Crescent.